welcome to the Daily English News program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the major developments of the day. I'm Gülər Hədəmova. On October 7th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham made a phone call to President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin. The head of state congratulated the Russian president on the occasion of his birthday and wished him the best of health and new successes in his state activities for the development and prosperity of the country. Vladimir Putin thanked President İlham for the attention and congratulations. Hailing the successful development of Azerbaijan-Russia bilateral friendly relations in various fields, the heads of state expressed their confidence that the cooperation between the two countries would continue to strengthen. They exchanged views on the issues relating to prospects for bilateral ties between the two countries. During the phone conversation, the sides discussed the situation in the region. On October 7th, President İlham, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, their daughters Leyla Aliyeva and Arzu Aliyeva attended the inauguration of Baku Zoological Park, reconstructed on the initiative of the founder and head of IDEA Public Union, Leyla Aliyeva. The first zoo in Baku was opened in 1928 in the Nizami Park of Hatay district. In 1958, a new zoo was opened in Bayıl. After a landslide in 1985, the zoo was moved from Bayıl to its current location. These are the pictures of previous state of the Baku Zoo. In the past, the area was unrepaired. The places where the animals were kept were in disrepair as well. On the initiative of the founder and head of the IDEA Public Union, Leyla Aliyeva, large-scale reconstruction work was carried out here. As a result of major reconstruction work, which lasted for 4 years, the Baku Zoological Park has been brought to the most modern level. President İlham, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and their daughters Leyla Aliyeva and Arzu Aliyeva attended the opening of the Baku Zoological Park after reconstruction. Among the strategies set by President İlham for the development of our country, the scale of work done to make Baku one of the most beautiful cities in the world is growing every year. In recent years, many modern social infrastructure projects have been implemented in Baku that served the comfort of people and guests of our city. New parks and alleys, recreation areas have been created. The Baku Zoological Park, which was reconstructed on the initiative of founder and head of the IDEA Public Union, Leyla Aliyeva, has a special place among the enrichment of city life with various projects. In general, the IDEA Public Union has implemented very important projects in the capital as well as in the regions to protect the environment and solve environmental problems. This park was created at the level of modern zoos in the world. Of course, this project will be one of the most popular destinations for many tourists who will visit Baku in the post-pandemic period. After the reconstruction, the zoological park has become a comfortable and interesting place for visitors. The total area has almost doubled to 4.25 hectares. During the reconstruction, special attention was paid to the full preservation of existing trees and shrubs in the area. A more natural environment has been created in the zoological park. Along with other innovations and various entertainment facilities, the area has a playground, lecture hall and electronic guide system. The zoo has become a place where everyone, people with disabilities, visitors of all ages, can relax and spend a good time. As a result of major reconstruction, more comfortable aviaries, aquaterrarium, artificial lakes and pools, and veterinary clinic have been built for the zoo's residents. Animal shelters have been designed to meet the unique needs of each species and have been significantly expanded. It should be noted that not only the appearance of Baku Zoological Park, but also its mission and approach is renewed. The main goal of the Baku Zoological Park is to become a center of education, research and conservation for people to learn about the wildlife, especially the rare fauna of Azerbaijan. In this regard, in terms of increasing the natural populations and reintroduction of species listed in the Red Book of Azerbaijan, fertile conditions have been created here for the breeding of animals. Zoos are not only a place of entertainment, but also a scientific and educational institution. In general, the activities of the zoo include the protection of the environment as well as rare and endangered species, reproduction, research aimed at improving the conditions for keeping animals in accordance with the relevant requirements, informing people in the field of wildlife and biodiversity. President İlham Əliyev signed a decree on the establishment of State Reserve Agency. The decree states the agency is a legal entity of public law participating in the preparation and implementation of state policy in the field of creating state and mobilization reserves, exercising regulation and control in this area, as well as taking measures to ensure the sustainability of the supply of goods of strategic importance and suppress short-term price surge for these goods for the domestic market. In accordance with the decree, the new agency is created on the basis of a state agency for material reserves of the Ministry of Emergency Situations. The State Green Fund is transferred under the management of the agency. The new realities developed in the region are gaining constancy. The current situation corresponds to historical justice and coincides with the strategic interests of the Azerbaijan-Turkey-Russia trinity that has become the main driving force of the region.
Azerbaijan, which liberated its lands from the occupation during the Second Karabakh War, created new realities in the region. At the current stage, official Baku comes up with initiatives and calls to close the page of the war, establish cooperation and ensure a lasting peace. Fears of forces that have remained on the sidelines of the growth of Azerbaijan's functionality in the region and the transformation of Russian-Turkish-Azerbaijani cooperation into a decisive factor in terms of regional security are not able to change the reality. The end of the Second Karabakh War does not mean that the region will return to its previous state. The old situation will never come back. Everyone should know this. I know some are worried about this. Some believe that they are now left out of future processes. This is their business. In any case, we presented a cooperation platform to all neighboring countries. Azerbaijan was the first to support the cooperation platform proposed by the President of Turkey. In fact, the current reality is that official Yerevan has finally realized what an obstacle the fact of occupation has become for its development. This can be clearly seen both in the rhetoric of the political establishment and in the statements of individual political and economic observers. The country cannot get rid of political, economic, social cataclysms, and the Second Karabakh War further exacerbated the crisis. The current government is not even afraid to recognize the refusal to return the territories to Azerbaijan as a serious political mistake. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan, who was on a visit to Lithuania, said the following at a meeting with the Armenian community of the country. You have to understand that the only condition for preventing the outbreak of war was the return of territories. Therefore, in order to avoid the war, we had to return the territories, at least 5 regions. The question of the other 2 regions is different. In fact, we had to unconditionally return 7 regions. Armenia, striving to present Shusha to the international community as an Armenian city, has demonstrated its true attitude towards the city by vandalism committed here during the 30-year occupation. The Armenians, who did not even build a single building in the city, in fact, albeit subliminally, admitted that they would have to return it to its true owners, and the Armenian Prime Minister indirectly admitted this in Lithuania. Quote, "Today, there is so much talk about Shusha and how many residential buildings have been built in Shusha during the 30 years. There is none, so why not? Someone ever asked why they were not built? What's the reason? What's the logic that they did not build? They didn't have the money? I think the answer is obvious." End of quote. One gets the impression that revanchism is trending in Armenia today, but the reality is that it has no prospects, and those in this mood, sooner or later, are doomed to learn from this mistake.
Mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, signed a declaration on the 30th anniversary of the restoration of Azerbaijan's independence. The document emphasizes that members of the Azerbaijani community are active members of the Minnesota community and contribute to the promotion of national diversity, intercultural understanding and peace. The statement says that Azerbaijan is an active participant in NATO's Partnership for Peace program. Mayor Jacob Frey has declared October 18th the 30th anniversary of Azerbaijan's independence in Minneapolis. 1,013 more cases of coronavirus infection have been recorded in Azerbaijan, while 1,244 people have recovered and discharged from the hospital and 14 patients died. The overall confirmed cases in Azerbaijan have reached 489,226 with 469,665 recoveries and 6,625 deaths. The number of active infections is 12,936. The detected infection cases overall for 1,923,009 tests have been conducted in Azerbaijan, the task force under the Cabinet of Ministers reported. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.